Hey there, so today we have another food and beer pairing. We're enjoying Valentine's Day with a wonderful charcuterie board with some beers. Can't go out with the kids. Not a good idea.
So we've got a house full now, family of 5 and a dog. So we're trying to celebrate Valentine's Day I think we're gonna watch some chick flicks, my choice, and enjoy this charcuterie that I put together. So we actually have some, for our grains, our little mini toast breads and some water crackers. I love water crackers personally. We have salami, we have copa, we have prosciutto, we have some seasoned olives, we have brie. These are pine berries, which are essentially like albino strawberries that have some different flavor characteristics. We also have some everything bagel, I'm assuming seasoned nuts. We've got some jam. We've got some blue cheese. We've got some brown mustard. We've got the pepperoncinis.
Yeah, prosciutto with capers.
Yeah, capers. I threw some capers on there that we had in the fridge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little bit of everything. It's not your fanciest board, but, we're pretty simple people. Valentine's Day is just,
Yeah.
I think we're doing it out of obligation, but yeah. So this is what we managed to throw together, and we've got a few beers for you guys.
So we're going citrusy, hoppy, bitter, high IPA. We're going Tank 7 Boulevard Saison, hoppy, ester phenol forward, and then we're going light, but roasty, 4.5%. We're going to a Czech Dark Lager. So you pick your first bite. I'll pick my first bite. Let's go.
Okay, so like I said, I like water crackers a lot. I think I already know what direction you're gonna go. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go the copa. Oh, you're gonna go brie?
I'm gonna go cheese first, yeah.
I'm gonna go some copa and some water cracker, but I'm also gonna take, I think, a small amount of this blue cheese. This is some really beautiful Publix brand blue cheese. Really nice marbling. I tasted it a little bit. It's really rich. So I got the copa and blue cheese.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That's an okay pairing. What I had here was just a plain cracker, really light kind of cow's milk brie, pretty much as light as you can go, almost one cheese. Not bad. It had this kind of like milky kind of tone that played into like a milk chocolatey thing. I don't think they're like huge synergies there. It was okay. So, yeah. How about you?
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna go next.
Okay, so I went with the copa with the blue cheese. Copa is beautiful, by the way. And a water cracker. I like the water crackers because there's not a lot of flavor to them, but there's a really good texture. Anyway, so I chose the highlight to go with it, and here's what I like. So the copa is really fatty, and it's also kind of got like a salty clove thing going on with it. And the blue cheese is obviously a very, very strong, very, very just musky. I mean, this is some heavy blue cheese. So what I found was the IPA was really nice in that it cut through that bitter, musky flavor in the cheese and the fatty, salty, clovey thing going on with the meat. I think that pairing together was actually really, really nice. What I would approve upon is I would like to see something a little bit more fresher and citrusy, I think, to kind of balance this off and maybe like help cut through that like musky, salty flavor a little bit more.
Yeah. I had the copa with the Saison. Absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of fruity ester. I think the intensities match. It's just salty, fatty. This is like, think of ham, but think of more fat, more salt, more intensity, more. And it's almost like pepperoni, more intensity. And it's really fatty, really salty. I say it plays pretty with that. You get the pepperiness that plays with salt. You get the carbonation, the fruity qualities that sort of contrast the rich, meaty flavors. That's a beautiful pairing. There's straight blue cheese.
Wow. Okay, so I wasn't actually expecting that. Sorry to like interrupt, but this was actually a really good one for me. So I repeated with the water cracker. I had the copa and I had the blue cheese still on that cracker. And I decided to go with this. What is this? Dark Lager?
A Czech Dark Lager, yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly really good. And it's in a weird way that this was like, this came off like more aqueous. Like it did cancel out the flavor of that, but the way that it rinsed it off my palate.
Which one? The Bleu Cheese?
It rinsed everything off my palate. With this Dark Lager was actually really interesting, which it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Actually. So I challenge you to try that one. Blue cheese with the Dark Lager.
Okay.
That was really interesting.
I'm with you. That's probably even better pairing. The Blue Cheese, the IPA. It's one of the signature pairings. Pathé, he did a video about it. They recommend it with barley wine. They recommend maybe imperial style, but IPA is great. There's so much cut going on. I mean, it's so rich, salty, funky. And then the IPA just slices through that guy. I get really nice, rich, orangey notes from the highlight. And it's almost like putting sweet jam on top of a salty, funky Blue Cheese. There's a reason why this is one of the best pairings out there, recommended. Citrusy IPA, bitterness with funky, salty, intense, creamy Blue Cheese. That is a pair made in heaven. Gotta try it out.
Change your mind, right?
Yeah, change your mind. So, what do you recommend, by the way? I forgot, sorry. So, I got a little piece of Blue Cheese. Surprising, because this is the intensity is so high in this guy. I would say this beer is like moderate intensity. Not bad. Not bad. I think the saltiness ends up enriching the beer a little bit because it's a little bit watery. So now you get like a little bit more maltiness, a little bit more character out of beer. And saltiness sort of accentuates that. It's quite nice. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say anything yet, but okay. You got to do.
Okay. You want me to try something now or do you want me to?
Yeah, keep talking.
Okay. So I'm going to try something now.
Oh, yeah. No, try this. Okay.
So Brie,
strawberry
jam.
jam.
Okay.
And then a little bit of this pepper, and then try the Saison.
Whoa, okay. So
so this is a lot of really weird flavor. You've got obviously got the sweet like bitterness of the strawberry jam. You've got the creaminess of the Brie, and then not too much of the pepper, some spicy, juicy pepper, and then I'll chase it with the Saison.
acidity is what I got.
Yeah.
Pickle. This one is sweet, creamy, acid.
Yeah. Okay, now try it with the Saison.
It's pretty good. It's a nice compliment.
Right.
I find that.
I think it kind of like covers up some of that musky flavor. You know, we kind of talked about the musky flavor with Blue Cheese, but the musky flavor that comes with Saison, I feel like that it counterbalances that so that you actually get some of the more like fresher flavors of the Saison, some more of the fruitier flavors of the Saison, in my opinion.
I think it maybe dominates a little bit for me.
Which
the intensities are not quite there for me.
The intensity of
The beer's a little high for like Brie, fruit, acid. A little bit for me. I mean, not bad. It's not a bad pairing, but I
think for me, yeah. I mean,
it just
I guess
it just
we see
like
a little bit
mismatches a little bit,
one.
yeah. But that's like it's all subjective. Like there are
Right.
solid ones. I mean, this one's knockout. Did you try the Brie with the IPA? Like that's a knockout. That's the best one for so far. And
Brie with IPA, just Brie.
no, Blue Cheese and IPA.
Oh yeah, no, I had that with the Copa. That was the first thing I did. I was really excited about. Sorry.
That's okay. It says some Brie, strawberry jam with the beer. Not bad. Sort of the contrast of the roast plays in. You almost get like a little bit like roasty profile that helps, like, you know, adding a nice complement to contrast. Sorry, contrast is the word I'm looking for. Contrast with the creaminess and the sweet. So you get like boop boop boop. You get like roasty, sweet, creamy, boom. This one makes a full kind of palate. So I think that's actually a very good one. So
That's a really interesting. The Brie, the toast, and the Saison alone.
yeah, the Brie and Saison work
really weird.
great. Yeah.
So what you were saying? Oh, let's try. We haven't tried this one. We haven't tried
prosciutto?
the prosciutto with the capers.
Okay. Prosciutto with capers, and I think that would go.
Yeah, I don't think we need olive or anything. I think that would. Honestly, I feel like that would be good, or possibly that.
Not as fatty as the Copa. Mm-hmm. Really silky.
Very salty.
More salty. Very salty.
The IPA might be good with that.
Good pair. Brings up like really nice kind of scrub and carbonation, the fruitiness, and the phenols really cut into the fattiness, salt, acid, you know. Interesting.
I think I prefer the Saison.
I too.
Yeah.
What I end up getting with the IPA is bitterness coming through. I get mostly bitterness.
It almost tastes it almost tastes out of date.
Yeah, it's a little clashy, I feel. I think bitterness doesn't quite work with fat. It generally does, but it's sweet, like a sweet prosciutto. But yeah, I think
I know my obvious choice for these. These are nuts.
nuts. Yeah.
Same. That's where I was going here. Cashew and almond.
That's a good one. Yeah. It just gives it like it's really nice kind of creamy note that like, and the spices in here. So it's like the everything seasoning. So it's like poppy seed, sesame, garlic. Yeah, garlic.
Oh, definitely garlic. Salt. Honey, almost. There's almost like a honey roasted thing going on.
Yeah, there's some sweetness in it. This is really tasty nuts, but
yeah, I think this is probably the best one. And the great thing about that is it almost brings out like a baked goods type
yeah.
feature about it. That it makes it almost like a pastry type stout.
You know what it does, actually?
Yeah.
It makes it into an everything bagel. Because now you have a toasted bagel here with that. And that's a really good one. So next to the IPA and Brie, that's the best pair. That's really fun because there's a little bit of spiciness. There's heat in there. Is there heat in there?
Maybe.
No.
No?
No.
I don't know.
But I'm getting the complexity of the spices and the salt and sesame. And that just plays into this tasting like a toasted bagel. And that's just like a marry right there. Like the malt and a little bit of chocolate flavor plays into like toastiness. And that just tastes like, you know, nuts. Boom. That's really tasty. That's a great pairing. So we have a couple highlights so far.
Oh, we don't have the honey. We didn't grab honey. Sorry.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay, so I ate an olive.
What would olive pair with? Olive, I find, would be a really weird one.
I could do that. I could do that. Sorry, there's seasonings. We got like the legit olives.
Briny, salty.
Very briny, very salty. But it has like the umami, like.
Ooh.
I think with the IPA.
I think that's a good one. Yeah. So some of the Greek dishes, they have like a lemon with it. Instead of lemon, you go like bitter, orange, mandarin, and it just like cleans it up. So if you don't like olives, try it with some IPA. Because what it does, it gets rid of the salinity and that funkiness that sort of sits in your palate. And the bitterness just drives it away. And citrusy qualities sort of like accent this kind of zestiness and the fruitiness that you want with the fruitiness of a olive. So
okay, so these are pine berries, and I don't think I have my phone on me, and obviously Darwin's recording. But pine berries are supposed to have like a pineapple-y, or not pineapple-y, like a melon, kiwi, I think, thing going on. But they're like albino strawberries. You're supposed to eat them at room temperature. They're a rare thing. We just recently got a Sam's Club membership.
It's sort of just a less sweet strawberry, I would call it. Like a little bit melony. It honestly tastes like a strawberry. Full blind, anybody would guess it's strawberry. The seeds are there. It's just a little less sweet and red. Like, I guess red flavor, but like.
Yeah, it does have that more like, I would say cantaloupe. And I think this would go well.
I think intensities might be a little clashing there. No?
I think like.
A light wheat beer.
Out of the three, I would go with this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's very slippery. Hold on.
Because that's a moderate pulse intensity beer.
It does clash. However, I think if you sip the beer first and then eat the berry, sip the beer and then eat the berry, it's better. That one. Honestly, it was just more like we had these in the fridge and we needed to use them up, and
so we went through most of it.
Yeah. So
what would salami to go with?
Salami, I think salami might go well with that. If it's good salami. I was gonna get some peppered salami, but we ended up with this because I like salami on my sandwiches.
It's good. Not bad.
Now that I try it.
The roast and the fat sort of play pretty well. It has this little bit of like Smoky. Wow, that's crazy. Neither of these are smoky, but now you create smoke with the dark malt.
Wait, that's not smoky?
No, I don't think so. I don't think salami's smoked. At least this salami. It don't taste smoked to me. Maybe it is, but it tastes
Try with
like
the Saison.
okay.
Yeah, with the Saison. I think one thing that Darwin doesn't admit is that I'm somehow like naturally better at like food pairing. Try that with the Saison.
It might be smoked actually.
I think, yeah.
Really good. The fruity elements push all the way up front. I get the lemon, the candied orange.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The grassiness.
I would say I actually get more of like a lemongrass.
Yeah. Very lemon pepper.
Yeah.
Lemon pepper on top of that. You get almost like a sandwich. Lemon pepper, salami, boom. That's the sandwich right there. But this was a fun one. It almost, for me, it made for a kind of like a smoky meat thing, like barbecue.
No, I'm kind of
like smoked barbecue, kind of
a
like
little bit of mustard. Hold on.
like fatty pork, smoke, roast. Oof, that was tasty. I thought this was fantastic. I'm ready to clean it up. So when you're done with your bite, you tell me. Well, I'll go first. My favorite pairing out of this. I'm gonna go the everything nuts with the Czech Dark Lager. That's awesome. That's a like 2 + 2 5. 2 + 2 equals 5.
That was good. That was good.
Brie and the Bleu Cheese and IPA. No wonder, killer pairing. Recommend that. Saison with a Brie, another good one. Yeah, Saison with a Brie, another good one. Yeah. What do you like?
Okay, so I feel like one that's being like really underplayed right now, just because of how it did push the flavors forward.
Copa and Tank.
Well, I
Saison.
think the jam with the Brie and the pepper, and we had it with the Saison.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite combination because, you know, like you felt with the salami and Saison, it really pushed that like fruit flavor. It really pushed that fruit flavor forward for me, and it kind of, I think, amplified some of the flavors in the Saison for me personally. But also, I highly agree that the nuts with the, I mean, that's just a very, I think we associate like nutty flavors with dark beer. Just naturally.
Yeah.
I think that's just something like most of us do.
Yeah.
You assume that you're going into it with a nutty flavor, and usually you're shocked when there's not one. So when a nutty beer pairs with a dark beer, I feel like that's just kind of common sense to me. The Bleu Cheese and IPA, obviously a dead ringer. That's just a very well-known pairing. And I think the prosciutto IPA is also, because prosciutto with capers. It's very salty again, and that bitterness from the IPA. And also from the Saison really cut through that. And to me, that makes the most sense.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. This is a fun one. I think we did a few beers with this stuff. You guys post in the comments below with what you recommend in the future. I think we did a good gamut of flavors, a good gamut of beers. That's fun. That's for studying.
We played with what we had available to us too. We didn't actually go shopping for these beers, and I didn't actually pair these beers pair these foods knowing what we had in the fridge. Like he essentially sent me in blind. We bought what sounded good. I mean, like I wasn't going in there trying to spend like $80, you know, and this is just a realistic kind of pairing, you know, like this is just shit we had. I mean, stuff we had in the fridge, and this is stuff that we found at Publix. Like, you know, I think that's something that we should definitely highlight. Is like pairing doesn't have to be complicated and expensive.
Try it out, see what you like, and that's the highest recommendation. But there are a couple ones that you can walk away from this video knowing. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.